Imagine the South Coast without its magic. No sound of waves rolling against the shore. No boats diving into the crystal clear waters. No laughter on the beaches. Our South Coast is a source of life and livelihood. It's a sanctuary for fishermen who rise with the sun, casting their nets to bring fresh seafood to our tables. But they face growing challenges: rising sea temperatures, storms, and pollution, which threaten their way of life and the very fish they rely on. For our hoteliers, the South Coast is an irreplaceable attraction, inviting travelers from around the world. Yet, with climate change, storms grow stronger, and beach erosion steals away the beauty we all cherish. For marine tour operators, every dive and tour is an invitation to witness the magic below the waves. But pollution and coral bleaching are threatening these habitats, and with them, our chance to experience the wonders of the underwater world. For residents, this coast is home, a place to raise families, to feel the sea breeze, and to watch our children play on clean sands. But pollution and litter are changing this place, bringing the threat of a coastline lost. Imagine if all of this just disappeared. No fish, no corals, no sandy beaches. We have a choice. We can protect the South Coast, or we can watch it fade. Together, we can preserve this place for generations to come. Every action matters. Every choice counts. So join us in protecting the South Coast.
Hi guys, I'm Chantal and this is Carnival Hop on VC3 TV.
Vincy, baddest thing.
Good night. I'm Ezra Hendrickson, head coach of Vincy Heat.
Good night, everybody. My name is Olex Anderson, captain of Vincy Heat.
Okay, so we're here. We have training tonight, or last training before the match against Anguilla tomorrow night. Um, it's going to be an exciting match. It's a match that going into it, we know exactly what we need to do. First and foremost is win the game, and then we need to make up as much of the goal difference that we found ourselves in at the moment. So that's going to be the focus for tomorrow. Again, I want to urge everyone to come out. It's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be an end-to-end match because of the situation that we find ourselves in. So come out in your numbers, come out early, wear your red, your green, your yellow, your blue. uh, and just support the boys because we need a 12th man tomorrow to really put the energy onto the pitch and let the boys feed off that.
Yeah, just to add to what the coach said. We know what we need to do tomorrow. We're not by any means taking Anguilla lightly. We're not looking down on them, not as a team, not as a nation. But we know that. But we know we need to win, and we need to win convincingly. So we're gonna approach this game, just like any other game, especially how we approach Jamaica's game back in March, with the same intensity, show the same respect as we did to Jamaica. Approach the game with the mentality to win. And we've been training over the last months preparing for this game. We know it's not an impossible task, but it's a very high hill to climb, and anything is possible. And I strongly believe that we can pull it off.
Coach, you have important game. What's it mood like in the camp?
Well, I think the mood is, everyone, I think the players are just anxious and ready, Last time out in a competitive match, a match that counted towards a competition, was against Jamaica. And we came out that first game, played really, really well, I thought, up until that last 30 seconds. We allowed them to tie the match. And then we went to Jamaica and we lost. But I think since then, that kind of left a bad taste in our mouths. So the boys are ready to go out again, the next competitive match, which have meaning to it, in front of our crowd, to go out and do what's necessary. We're not out there by ourselves, so Anguilla is going to be a stiff competition for us, but we know what we have to do, and that's the plan. And so I think right now, if you in the camp, everyone is like just talking about the game and just that anxiety of getting out there. And we can't wait till tomorrow, basically, for tomorrow night to come. So that's the mood right now.
Alex, you said earlier that it's the same as Jamaica. Are you referring to same strategy or same lineup as a team?
No, same motivation. We are treat every team that we play with the same respect. The preparation for Jamaica game, we took that actually seriously, because we know what we are up against Jamaica, knowing that how big of a nation they are football wise. So me saying that is like saying we're not looking down on Anguilla. We're gonna treat them with the same respect, same mentality, same focus, approach the game with the same energy, same intensity. That's basically what I meant.
And if I could add to that, football is a funny game, and you see it happen all the time. A team that doesn't expect to win end up beating a team that everyone expects to win. I think it was similar in the Jamaica game, that first game. Everyone thought, we were going to get blown out 5-6-0, and we came here and really, really put on a good game. And we're unfortunate to tie that game. We left that game with a feeling as if it was a loss, even though it was just a tie. So same situation. We're not going to be the ones that everyone thinks is supposed to win, and then we come here unprepared and lose the game. That will not happen to this team.
Okay, you're saying that the same intensity, same passion, same everything. What about the team structure? In terms of personnel, are there many changes?
Well, there will be a couple changes, a few changes, but mainly we shuffled some guys around in positions, but you're going to see a very strong lineup tomorrow. So we have a team now that's been together for a while. I think it's now a seasoned team, and it's competitive in training every day, and that's the way, as a staff, that's the way we want it to be. And I think we have it now where we're a good 18 deep, where we can start any of the top 18 players and not feel like we have much of a drop off. And we're trying to get that to where all 23, all 24 players are that way. But we're still growing as a team, we're still progressing as a team. But we're going to put a very formidable team out there tomorrow night.
And Captain Anderson, how, in terms of your role in the team as a leader, as the person to cheer up the players, how has it been for you since returning for those last few days?
Well, me personally, way how I prepare for game is like, way how I get players ready for games is not to put too much pressure on any of the players. Them, we have a lot of young guys on the team, to make them feel comfortable, make them feel like they belonged. Make them feel like, okay, you have what it takes to play for the national team or even making it outside. So me coming home, with the experience I have been playing professionally for quite some time right now is just to make everybody else feel comfortable. I think once they know that they have older guys, more experienced guys who've playing abroad, giving them the place to just be themselves and just play football, and not demanding too much of players. And I think that's the most important thing for me.
And finally, coach, any final words in terms of encouraging people to come to the game?
Yeah, like I said earlier, we in a situation where we have a good momentum as far as football goes in this country. I think after the last sojourn with Jamaica, I think the people finally starting to get back into football again. I think for a while there we were a little bit down, but Vincentians or anyone, once you're winning, people are going to come out. And we've been very successful. We're making progress. We're nowhere quite where we need to be or where we want to be or where we're going to be. But I think people are very hopeful, and I want them to come out. And tomorrow we need to make sure that we keep that hope alive, so to speak. Not to steal from Obama or anything, but we need to keep that hope alive, keep people interested in football, and letting people see and know that football in St. Vincent is back. And from here, it's nowhere but up. The trajectory is upwards. And so come out, support the team, and the boys will put on a good show for you tomorrow night.
Hi guys, I'm Chantal and this is Carnival Hub on VC3 TV.
Vincy Heat, baddest thing.
Imagine the South Coast without its magic. No sound of waves rolling against the shore. No birds diving into the crystal clear waters. No laughter on the beaches. Our South Coast is a source of life and livelihood. It's a sanctuary for fishermen who rise with the sun, casting their nets to bring fresh seafood to our tables. But they face growing challenges, rising sea temperatures, storms, and pollution, which threaten their way of life and the very fish they rely on. For our hoteliers, the South Coast is an irreplaceable attraction, inviting travelers from around the world. Yet, with climate change, storms grow stronger, and beach erosion steals away the beauty we all cherish. For marine tour operators, every dive and tour is an invitation to witness the magic below the waves. But pollution and coral bleaching are threatening these habitats, and with them, our chance to experience the wonders of the underwater world. For residents, this coast is home, a place to raise families, to feel the sea breeze, and to watch our children play on clean sands. But pollution and litter are changing this place, bringing the threat of a coastline lost. Imagine if all of this just disappeared. No fish, no corals, no sandy beaches. We have a choice. We can protect the South Coast, or we can watch it fade. Together, we can preserve this place for generations to come, every action matters. Every choice counts. So join us in protecting the South Coast.